Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I am McAlphaning. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you could, please click that like button, turn it into a rocket, and send it into the stratosphere. So I had a video recently where I covered a lot of information that was put out by a poll and data collection PDF from the Bank of International Settlements. Okay, this is one of the institutions that I'm looking at a lot and reading a lot of their documents. I haven't made phone calls to them yet, but yes, they were on my list that I was telling you guys about before. My list of companies and banks to call to ask about their progression towards central bank digital currencies or their position on the future use of central bank digital currency. So I'm thinking I will probably place a call to them tomorrow. We'll see. I'm a little bit tired, but we'll see. But I think the conversation will be very interesting. And if I can't speak to them tomorrow, then I would just set up an appointment. You know, usually you can set up an appointment and then have a phone call like the coming week or so. Okay. But anyway, they just put out a tweet, and this is huge for everyone who is an investor in crypto, a holder or trader of crypto. This is going to be a major moment. I'm going to read it to you. Okay. This is a tweet from the Bank for International Settlements. And this is what it says 11 hours ago. Join us at the Green Swan conference on 2 to 4 June to hear from high-profile speakers, including Minouche Shafik at LSE News, Nicholas Stern at Lord Stern 1, Joseph Stiglitz at Joseph E. Stiglitz at Columbia, Gillian Tett at Gillian Tett at Financial Times. All right. So they're having a Green Swan conference. Oh man, that just sounds so peaceful. What? But what is it? Let's look it up and see what it is. Let's click on this little link here and become a little bit more informed. All right. So we clicked on the link. We go to bis.org/events. All right. And here's what it says. The Green Swan Conference coordinating finance on climate. What? Finance on climate. Let's see what they have to say about this. But my crypto senses are starting to tingle. You know how Spider-Man's senses tingle when something bad is coming? Mine is a tingle, but it's telling me something bad and good at the same time. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, before we get into this, there has been an uproar about green crypto versus non-green crypto. And everybody in the media, all the big companies have been going against non-green crypto. All right. So non-green crypto are like Bitcoin, forks of Bitcoin, a lot of forks of Bitcoin, right? Ethereum, crypto that consumes a lot of energy. It seems that all of these large institutions are against them, which is terrible for them in the long run. This is bad for them. Now, I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I'm not going to proclaim that to you. There is no arrogance in me whatsoever. But I do know that this makes investing in them become dangerous in the future time. At least for me. That's my personal opinion, not financial advice for you. But if every large institution is going against them, saying that they're bad, then that means a lot of that big money is not going to flow into them. And as you see now, a lot of big money will pull out of them, causing them to crash, causing their prices to go down. And at the least, it will stifle the price potential, the high price potential of those particular coins and assets. That's something dangerous. But luckily for me, I'm not invested in any of those coins. Not at this moment. I'm not. Now, before I said that my crypto senses were tingling because of two different reasons. That was one, that it tells me that those are very dangerous. Non-green crypto are very dangerous. However, it's tingling for a good reason too, because the crypto I am involved in, and there's quite a few actually, but I'll just give you my main ones. XLM, Algorand, I believe Cello also is green. All of them are very green, even carbon neutral. Algorand is carbon neutral. I believe Stellar is as well. You know, I believe GRT is GRT. I believe GRT is also a green coin, but I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that one. But most of the crypto that I am in are in the clear, very energy efficient coins. And that makes them safe. And it also tells me that the money is going to shift from non-green coins. Well, this is logical. And maybe other people have said this. I'm not sure. I haven't watched a lot of crypto channels as of late. Even though I subscribe to a lot of them, I haven't had a lot of time. But that means the money is going to shift from those non-green crypto into green crypto. Now, this is where when you have a boatload of retail investors, because typically I don't really care what retail investors do. That's not how I'm looking to make my money, from retail investors putting something in all these little increments. Not at all. I'm looking at banks and large institutions. That's just what I do. That's just how I trade crypto and try to make money from crypto. That's my ideas, okay? But when you get a boatload of retail investors flowing out of these particular protocols and into others, now that is interesting. Now that could make a lot of money. Now that could cause parabolic runs. Now, I don't think just yet that retail investors have gotten on board of that ship of Bitcoin bad, Ethereum bad. I'm not sure that they've done that just yet. But I would say that they are probably scratching their heads and questioning, how long do I want to be involved in this? With the media constantly going against non-green crypto. You have to be scratching your head a little bit. Okay, so now let's get back to the article here. The Green Swan 2021. And here's what it says. The Bank for International Settlements, Bank of France, International Monetary Fund, and Network for Greening the Financial System are joining forces. That means that this green agenda is more significant than people thought before. You have one of the most powerful financial institutions, and they're joining forces with another powerful financial institution. This means that this is a bigger agenda than people knew, and that the attack on non-green crypto, you haven't even seen the brunt of it yet. Not yet. The storm hasn't even cooked up its strongest winds just yet. That's what it means. Let's continue. At least that's what I believe it means. The Bank for International Settlements, Bank of France, International Monetary Fund, and Network for Greening the Financial System are joining forces to co-sponsor a truly unique global virtual conference on how, in practice, can the financial sector take immediate action against climate change related risks. How, in practice, can the financial sector take immediate action against climate change related risk? Did you see how fast Elon Musk just said, hey, I don't want to use Bitcoin anymore? See how fast he did that? Immediate action. And now and all of these things that transpired were before the Bank of International Settlements is going to do this. They move major, they have hands in major money. This is going to be huge. I don't know what they're going to say. I'm not sure if this is going to be viewable. I believe they said pieces of this are going to be viewable to the public. Let's read a little bit further, because I would like to listen in on this. I would like to hear this conference or view this conference to see what they're going to be saying, because this is going to send shockwaves through crypto. But let's read a little bit further, and then from that reading, you can glean for yourself and make an interpretation for yourself. You don't have to go by my word. A global virtual conference, an unprecedented lineup of speakers and panelists, including high-level policymakers, experts, and practitioners from central banking. Woo, this is getting heavy. The regulatory community, the financial sector, civil society, and academia. Some sessions of this, Some sessions of this invitation-only event will be live streamed on this page. I might just make a call just to see if I can get an invitation to sit in. The likelihood of them giving it to me, maybe it's a low likelihood, but I would still try. I want to hear what they have to say on this. But they said some of it will be live streamed on this page. This page is bis.org/events. I would bookmark this if I were you. I'm going to bookmark it. I'm going to try to get myself into that stream, In the current age, we are all aware of the main risks and challenges posed by climate change. The 2020 book, The Green Swan, Central Banking and Financial Stability in the Age of Climate Change, called for strengthening coordination to address these risks and for immediate action. Many initiatives by central banks and other actors are already underway, with more under development. Didn't I just say that before? That we haven't seen the brunt of the activity against non-green crypto? I just said that. And here they are telling you this. They're telling you this, that there's more actions under development. And if we've seen massive corrections based on these tiny actions that just happened, and we haven't seen the major actions, imagine the corrections to non-green crypto that are going to occur when these other developments are unfolded. So, but crypto that are green, like Algorand, are in the clear. XLM, in the clear. XRP, in the clear, and so on, etc. They are in the clear. They will not be affected at all. Safe money, going by this. Going by what they're requiring, those cryptos are safe money. This conference will showcase these initiatives and help to identify more potential practical solutions. Its results can serve as a global public good for other events ahead of COP26 and beyond. The conference will gather the 4 heads of the co-sponsoring organizations, 3 Nobel laureates. Whatever's said here is going to matter to everybody. Look at the individuals they have that are coming to speak. What is said here is going to echo throughout the world. 3 Nobel laureates, 15 plus current and former central bank governors and top executives, 25 plus senior policy makers. Oh my, this is going to be so huge. And CEOs from the private sector. They will discuss the most feasible and concrete proposals for a more sustainable economy, financial sector, and society. The implications for blockchain are going to be immense. Immense. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to play it safe as far as where I'm placing my money and such like that. I already have. I'm in all green crypto, so my money is not touched whatsoever by the ramifications of whatever's going to come out of this beast of an interview, meeting, panel, whatever they're going to call this. This is going to send shockwaves through the world of crypto, So it's going to be very interesting. So, wait. We have featured speakers. So actually, oh man, I should have looked up every individual on this panel, and I didn't know they had this at the bottom. Or rather, it just didn't click to me to look them all up. However, you can look them up. I'm going to read their names here, and then you can do your research on them if you want to know who they are. So you have Andrew Bailey, Governor of the Bank of England. They hit you with a massive a massive announcement right off the back. Governor of the Bank of England. It doesn't get much more significant than that in the private sector. There's a lot of equivalents, a lot of equals, maybe, but not more significant than that. Governor of the Bank of England. Sarah Bloom Raskin, former Deputy Secretary, United States Treasury, former Governor, Federal Reserve Board. Mark Carney, financial advisor to the UK Prime Minister for COP26 UN Special Envoy on Climate Action Finance. Augustin Carstens, General Manager of the BIS, Bank of International Settlements. Oh my, this is the most powerful panel I've ever seen in my life. But you guys better take this serious. I'm taking this very seriously. Frank Elderson, member of the Executive Board and Vice Chair of the Supervisory Board, ECB Chair, NGFS. Let's keep going. Robert Engel, Michael Armilio, Professor of Finance, New York University Stern School of Business, Laurent Fabius, former president of the COP21 Paris Agreement, Kristalina Georgieva, managing director of the IMF. Unbelievable. This panel is unbelievable. Of course, you have former President Al Gore, Sylvie Goulard, second deputy governor, Banque de France. Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, one of my favorites, Christine Lagarde. How you doing? How you doing, Miss Lagarde? Feel free to reach out to Alphanim Crypto to do an interview on the channel. We love you over here. President of the ECB. I say that because I've read so many documents and transcripts of her speeches and what she has said. And I agree with a lot of things that she said about the economy and the financial sector and helping it and putting the Band-Aid on that's needed in order to bring it back to a healthy state. So yeah, I do. I have a lot of genuine respect for Christine Lagarde. OK, that's why I said that. Mario Monti, president of Bocconi University, former prime minister, Italy. Luis Pereira da Silva, deputy general manager, BIS. Jerome Powell, chair, Federal Reserve Board of Governors. Minouche Shafiq, director, London School of Economics. Nicholas Stern, IG Patel, professor of economics and government chair. Joseph Stiglitz, professor, Columbia University. Gillian Tett, chair of the editorial board and editor at large U.S. Financial Times. I mean, I could keep going. It's just unbelievable. This list of people that they're able to bring together. It shows you. Now, I've read those to show you the significance of what is going to be said here is going to be more significant than anything anybody ever said or did when it comes to crypto ever. This is going to be an insane moment depending on what is discussed here. But because they're pushing the green agenda, non-green crypto, it's going to be a very bad time for them coming up. Very, very bad. Unless they can figure out some way to become green immediately. And they might. There's the possibility that they might. But if they don't, man, it's going to be a tough time for non-green crypto. No fear or anything like that I'm trying to put out there. This is what I'm gaining from my analysis of what's happening, okay? These are my personal thoughts. And by that I mean I'm not trying to project them to you and then you make a move based upon what I say. Not at all. I'm just literally sharing with you as a friend or friends out there who I'm just speaking to about my personal thoughts. All right. But it shows you the gravitas of what will be happening here. What happens here is going to just cause waves throughout the cryptosphere. Look at this panel that they put together. It shows you how much power also, I was going to say that, how much power the Bank of International Settlements has, that they can pull all of these people together at one time. These people stopped what they were doing, cleared their schedules to come here all together at one time. A landmark event is about to occur. Will you be paying attention? Will you be watching? Will you be doing your own research on what comes out of this? You should. You definitely should. Don't wait on the YouTubers to tell you. Don't even wait on me to tell you, although you know I'm going to read directly from what's going on here while giving you my interpretation as well. But so by reading directly to you from what happens, you can make your own interpretation. But a lot of media are not going to do that. I think that you should get information directly from the source as much as you can. It helps us make the best decisions possible when we get information from sources directly, if we can. All right. So it's called Green Swan 2021, Coordinating Finance on Climate 2 to 4 in June. OK, that's what it's called. You can find this tweet on the Bank of International Settlements Twitter. And it is at BIS_ORG. I've been following them for a little while, and they have a lot of interesting tweets that they put out that I believe is good information for everybody. And I definitely will be reaching out to them as I had planned to do before. If anything comes of that, me reaching out to them, then I definitely will report it to everybody here on the channel. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that like button, turn it into a rocket, and send it into the stratosphere. And until next time, let's get to the money.